and gentlemen, from New York City, Joe Garagiola.
All right. Okay. Thank you, Bill Wendell. Get around so they can see you. See, I brought a friend with me. I'm sitting in for Gary Moore, but I got a friend with me. His name is Curtis. He's an 11-year-old German Shepherd. Curtis didn't win Best in Show at Westminster. He didn't run in any burning buildings to save anybody. He didn't even bite Ed McMahon when he did an Alpo commercial. He didn't even do that, but he does have a big claim to fame. He's kind of nervous here. He's a daredevil. You're going to find out when you meet his master, but first let's meet our panel, and Curtis is going to meet him too. Come on.
Bill Cullen. Kitty Carlisle. I never know why you don't know Soupy Sale. And Peggy Cash.
I'll say one thing. Curtis knows his master, and you're going to see what I'm talking about, because I tell you, he didn't want to stay with me. Bill Cullen, he comes out and he says, "Give me your paw, Joe. Give me your paw." Nice.
You did it beautifully, too.
Yeah.
Yes. Now speak.
Okay, speak, all right. Let's meet Curtis's master.
Number one, what is your name, please?
My name is Burke Ewing.
Number two.
My name is Burke Ewing.
Number three.
My name is Burke Ewing.
Well, your task, panel, is to identify the real Burke Ewing, and here's the story. I, Burke Ewing, am just one of many professional hang-gliding pilots, but my dog Curtis is unique. He is the only hang-gliding dog in the world. You don't believe me? You watch this film. Here Curtis is placed in his special harness for lunch, and we're flying over Grandfather Mountain in North Carolina. Curtis is relaxed and comfortable. My Rogallo-type glider is hand-painted. Curtis instinctively leans to keep his balance on landing. And his wagging tail indicates that he really enjoyed the ride. We've made over 100 flights together, and the longest one lasted 2.5 hours. Hang gliding isn't Curtis's only accomplishment. He also enjoys riding a motorcycle. Signed, Burke Ewing. Well, we'll get back to Burke Ewing in just a couple of minutes, right after these messages. Okay, panel, across the way we have 3 gentlemen all claiming to be Burke Ewing, hang-gliding pilot and the master of Curtis, the world's only hang-gliding dog. And let's start with Soupy Sales. First of all, you hang-glide?
Oh, you can? I feel lucky I'm sitting here. No, I really love that film, the idea. But 2.5 hours up there for that dog? Would you say, not on the paper, on the cloud? Johnny Ray have a big head, little white cloud that cried.
No wonder.
One of mine.
Let me ask you.
Which one?
Number one, I'm sorry. Number one. How high up are you when Curtis was with you?
I rose 5,000 feet
Well,
above
let me
the
ask
mountain.
you, is that a breathing problem for a dog up that high?
No, he didn't have any problems.
Well, none to talk about, I guess. Number two, did you get any complaints or anything from the ASC?
None.
None whatsoever? Huh? Number three, did Curtis, I mean, when the first time what was his reaction? I mean, you know, you were keeping an eye on, was he?
Just a big smile and wagging a tail.
Yeah, because dogs really love air, I mean, you know, and fresh air and everything. He must have really went wild, that's why. Number two, how long have you been hang gliding?
About 3.5 years.
Uh-huh. Number one, they got a lot of high mountains in North Carolina.
There aren't that many. The East Coast is pretty low. Most of the big ones are out west.
Where do you do?
Buzzer, and we move over to Peggy Cass.
Well, number two, do you mostly hang glide in North Carolina? Is that your place?
All over.
All over. Uh-huh. And does Curtis go with you wherever?
Everywhere.
Now, number three, how old is Curtis?
11 years old.
And how old was he when he made his first trip?
Around 8.
Gee, that's pretty old for a dog to adjust to flying through the clouds. Did he object when you started to wrap him up in that harness?
No, he really wanted to go. I mean, he really loves to fly.
Well, I mean, that was the first time. He didn't know what he was getting into, right?
Well, he was watching me fly many times before he decided that, he really wanted to go.
Number one, did you invent his harness, or do they have lots of these for sale in pet shops?
No, he's the only flying dog.
And
I
you
made
made
it
up,
myself.
did you invented the harness for him?
Yes.
Thank you. Now, number two, what's a Regalo type glider as compared to any other? I don't know anything about any of them, but what's a Regalo?
It's just a brand name for a specific type.
I thought maybe this fella Regalo. Well,
Yeah, the Italian shortstop. Bill.
Number 3, you say Curtis, in addition to riding on the glider with you, also rides on a motorcycle.
Yes,
And you say Curtis likes this.
yes.
Well, now, number 3, how do you know he likes it?
Well, being around him for as long as I have, and I've had him since he's been a puppy, I can tell his moods and everything, and I know when he's feeling good, and he really does feel good when he flies or rides a motorcycle.